okay. Haji, and of course the others. The lineup of Aurora Gaming right now hard punishes this high pick on the Claude. There are already two heroes that make it difficult for the Claude. That's both the Beleric as well as the Minotaur. Good luck, Super Marco, actually. When those two tanky boys are up, there's really no way for him to survive a team fight if he pops his own Blazing Duet. He might be jumping to his death because of that. So that's the idea. And then the Hanabi to go with it. The Rafaela is interesting because there will be a lot of sustain and late game damage from Team Falcons. But overall, I'm digging this composition coming up from Aurora Gaming. They have two tanky boys with not a Melissa, but almost like a Melissa because the damage output of the... Because you don't need the models to transfer your damage to another hero, right? Is the Hanabi. It's almost like a passive thing for you. So
yeah,
it's like a Melissa, but not a Melissa with two tanky dudes.
That seems to be the case, Wolf. Two tanky dudes, but this time protecting a Hanabi who, interesting enough, not many teams have pulled out the Hanabi, but it's worked here and there. And it's Team Falcons to actually take the Rafaela from the team that, you know, first showcased this back a week ago or so, or a week and a half ago.
And you know what's funny? They use it with the Beleric as well. So it's like, okay, you take my Rafaela, I'll take your Beleric Hanabi. Right? So it was Aurora Gaming that first employed the Rafaela, Team Falcons that first employed the Hanabi and the Beleric.
So let's just IMU, man. It's Valentina. It's Valentina in real life. But let's jump into this game 2. Again, Aurora Gaming with the upper hand of the series in this best of 3. Team Falcons, though, they have to win this game to move forward to game 3. And then it comes down to a decider game. Hopefully we get it, man. We've had a day full of sweeps. This one could be different.
Already an exciting start for the two teams, as there will be a lot of folks here in the middle. Haji, we're talking about how aggressive he should be in this game, in this series in general, and you're given a hero that has a massive uptime. The damage is not as much in the early stages, but eventually it ramps up. So you'll feel the overall effect of this Hanabi later on. This Rafaela later on. But for now, we're gonna be chill. Gonna be chill about it.
Keeping it together. I think this is one of the funny things too, just the Rafaela mid, what it does for the dynamic of the game. You know, it's like you get, obviously the heals. I think that's one of the biggest things. Good little burst damage on Pagu, but it's sustainability paired with mobility because you get that speed boost. You also get that potential to kind of just stop the opposing team in its tracks with the ultimate or you know, being able to revive. Sorry, I'm thinking of the old Holy Baptism, but getting that revive also that you can have is beneficial to you. You know, too bad this isn't Flying Clouds to make that even better for Team Falcons. So they go and fight regen for regen, but Kyle just makes a quick work of the first turtle. Flap should be able to get out of here. He can gleam just out, but I'm not sure if this is a fight they want to go for. Siggy Boom is a part of the fight, though. He's actually going to go ahead and lock things down, but it's Ogwin. He goes and gets away. Just hits the level 4. This fight, they still want to go for it. Gleam into the throne of Ruin as Siggy Boom is the one to get punished, and Pagu is going to be next. There's the Holy Baptism. He flickers out Pagu. Actually survives.
A very tanky dude out there. Even as he flickers out, he regens so much that he's almost half HP when he gets back to base, but the fact of the matter remains, that's a massive pickoff coming out from Team Falcons. Why was Siggy Boom in the middle of the fight? Well, of course, he was trying to go for the double lane setup, wants to participate in the Turtle team fight as well, but Flap finding a very good target to go for. Haji was taken out very quickly at that too.
Yeah, that's a bit tough. You know, again, dealing with the deadly magic, it's kind of a surprise when it comes through, and especially Haji on this Rafaela. You know, you can only heal so much. Good Minoan and Fury going to be used. Whoa! Whoa!
Okay.
That Fatal Links was a different kind of Fatal Links that I've seen, but Pagu eventually goes down. Looks like he threw him over the wall, and there's a return on it as they go for the fight here in the mid lane, but it's going to be a trade still.
Wow, okay. Good recovery here for Aurora Gaming. They killed two of the heroes of Team Falcons, and they included Sigiboom in one of those, getting the kill after his death, and then a double lane for this Hanabi. Aurora Gaming are putting a lot of emphasis into flash farming this Hanabi for their team, and I think it's a good decision overall, because that means that you will have your Hanabi as your AoE damage dealer way faster than the Claude will be there. And it's not like he is in the same predicament as the Claude. This Claude will have a lot of troubles facing the Belleric as well as the Minotaur later on. He, on the other hand, can just easily sit and relax because of the crowd control immunity that he has access to.
Easy pickup here. Second turtle going to Team Falcons right now. They are controlling objectives. Okun's going to just push Pagu back. So TNZ has defaulted to pretty much just needing to go in a farm where he can. If he can somehow surprise someone like he did earlier on against Rosa, or against Haji, sorry, then that's one of the best things that he can do. So Rosa has continuously held on to these Fatal Links, and they've utilized it into the team fights, but they just got to get the upper hand. That's one of the main things. Now, Hanabi is in a weird position, because even if you get caught out, Argo's still fine. Pop of the Minoan Fury is actually not fine. A Fatal Link's going to be used, and then it crashed down on. Ogun will flicker to safety. Now Lunar's going to be next again. Stopped in his tracks. Flickers out, but the one auto attack from Haji will be able to get him.
And Team Falcons are finally getting a good break-even point that will be now in their favor. It has been a marathon for them for the past two games, particularly this one, but finally they break through. Those two pickups are so important that they now have a 2,000 gold lead. Super Marco 1-0-1, farming up top, getting the clear, and then Flap is going to start ramping up when it comes to scalability as well as tankiness. Radiant Armor picked up means that you're going to be comfortable heading into the next few minutes, and this is a good start now for Team Falcons.
This is the start that they needed in the series. Well, this happens in game 2. Fighting for the buff space here. Looks like they should be able to get away from it. Yep, they're fine. So now Aurora Gaming, where do they go from here, Wolf? I mean, we've just seen these kind of forced fights because, you know, they're clumped up in the mid. They really haven't been able to contest into a turtle. What is Aurora Gaming waiting for? Are they just waiting for Sigiboom to hit that power spike on this Hanabi?
Yeah, absolutely. They're also waiting for maybe 2 defensive items on both their tank heroes. So that means that the First Lord is their actual target in here. They're going to be fine just trading. They don't have to overcompensate for whatever Team Falcons is doing right now. All they have to do is just to sit and relax and farm, because they've had a good start anyways. It's not like they are down in the dirt. They have a lot of things to work with. All they have to do is to wait for their opening.
Yeah, right now too, a problem is Super Marco farming up really well in the Claude. Hasn't had to do too much just yet. That's 3 for 3 turtles for Team Falcons. It's not looking good for Aurora Gaming though. I mean, they can wait and scale up as much as they want on the Hanabi and the rest of the lineup, but I think eventually, if we see them for some reason give up this First Lord even, as they have done for the past 3 turtles, then they're really playing for the late game to try to make something happen. Good little dodge there from Rosa to escape that stun coming out from Haji, but they're really trying to hold on to this tier 1 turret. Sigiboom might need some help though, because it just seems like Team Falcons can take kind of whatever they want currently.
Yeah. No. On to the top, they push. With their Rafaela, they're always like ready to team fight. That's the funny thing about it.
Oh, big Fatal Links across the board too. There's the trade. Minoan and Fury already expended, but Kyle jumped out of the turret with Flap. Flap will go in, looking to take out Sigiboom. He gets the job done. Kyle comes in, back for the follow. He's not able to get down at Pagu, but they're just going to trade it out under the turret. Flap will go down. Yeah. Not sure if he needed to, but it is a trade across the map. One turret falls. Aurora Gaming finally getting a turret.
There is an argument that can be made that that was worth it, especially because they popped the Holy Shields. They took out Sigiboom, stopped him from farming for quite a while. But then again, it's not the worthiest trade. I still feel like they're going to be okay with it. But did you see Super Marco just hitting onto Lunar? They didn't have enough damage to take out the Belleric, and Super Marco was half HP at the end of it all. that means that you're really feeling a lot of problems here for the club. But if you are ahead by 6,000 and you are actually have a different kind of carry in the guise of Flap, then maybe you're fine. Maybe this Super Marco Claude is more of a diversion, more of a tool than it is the carry for Team Falcons.
Seems to be the case. This Lord is just going to go over to Team Falcons. Aurora Gaming deciding they're not ready to fight just yet. And that's the Golden Staff. That's going to be the Trinity locked in for Super Marco. Just past the 9-minute mark, so really good on timing here. Now for Team Falcons being up about 5,000 gold, a Lord in tow. They're ready to go ahead and approach the base of Aurora Gaming. One step closer to getting to a Game 3. So far, there hasn't been much of an answer for this kind of pressure that's put on by Team Falcons into the team fight. Again, that's why Alice is so strong. You know, one of those things where it's just kind of this surprise factor when she jumps in, has a flicker, Throne of Ruin combo, because then Ogwin gets a little more usage out of his Fatal Links, or vice versa. It's either or, they can switch on through that.
Yeah. Going up top, that's going to be the Lord. And you're looking at the Alice with the Oracle and as well as the Radiant Armor. They want to go for Kilo to Lunar. This might be worth it. Now you eliminate one big threat on the Claude. This is good for Team Falcons.
Oh, man. Lunar gone. That is a tough one to deal with. This shield is already down, so this Lord is going to punch in. They're ready to force it. Conceal going to be used. Marco working on the turret. Ogwin just zoning off Aurora. They got to wait 10 seconds still for Lunar to be up. They might be forced into a fight anyway. Flap will not be able to connect on the Throne of Ruin. There's the Minoan Fury. It's going to be popped up, throwing Haji in the air. He's low, but they'll just go for the base to take us to a Game 3.
And we did ask for game number 3 to happen. This time, Team Falcons has a great answer to what Aurora Gaming has thrown in them. The Claude didn't matter as much because Flap was amazing this game, and eventually Ogwin comfortable with this Atlas. We criticized the composition of Team Falcons, but they still managed to take it. I wonder what the panel thinks. But before we head back to the desk, let's take a quick break.
Өлкөмүздөр әр кадамы жаңа жетістікке жетелейтін марафон. Біз осы жолды сіздермен